Welcome. My name is Dana, and I want to thank you for joining me in exploring some great strategies for getting students to engage more authentically in class discussions. Before we dive into ClassHook's clip comparison feature, let's first discuss the pedagogical benefits of comparing and contrasting. Comparing and contrasting type questions are commonly featured in standardized tests, but there are many more reasons for students to develop their comparative thinking skills than just passing tests. A few of the most compelling reasons include: these types of questions serve as good introductions for students to begin developing higher order thinking skills. Answering compare and contrast questions helps students focus closely on the details in a text while improving their comprehension in the process. The attention to detail required in reading to compare and contrast helps students to better retain the information they are reading. Knowledge gained through comparing and contrasting helps students understand how to organize information, think more clearly, and express ideas more effectively in their own writing. Clip comparisons are a way for students to watch multiple clips without a topic to show different perspectives, angles, views, etc. With them, you can easily do activities like list out the pros and cons, compare and contrast the videos, media literacy, analyze the videos to understand the bias present in each, compare the information shown in each clip, what is included or missing in one versus the other. Clip comparisons streamline the process of performing comparisons with videos, making it easy to view the clips in succession rather than opening different tabs, windows, and presentation slides. Let's try a clip comparison. Click Clip Comparisons. You can see I have a few clip comparisons I've already created, but let's do a new comparison for the sake of this video. We'll call this Shakespeare Tragedies. And then we'll compare and contrast Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet. Now let's choose two clips to compare. I'm particularly interested in the tragedy scenes in each of these Shakespeare films. Let's first look up Romeo and Juliet. And we're going to look at when Romeo drinks the poison. And then for the second clip, we will look at Hamlet. Keep in mind here that I have already previewed some of these, so I already know what they are like. That's a really good idea when you are doing clip comparisons, just kind of having an idea of what you want to convey to your students and what you might want to use in terms of your clips. Many times you'll come across clips that you think that you can use together, and that's a wonderful way for you to start creating these clip comparisons. Let's go ahead and preview our clip comparison clips
here
and make sure they're adequate.
Here will I remain, with worms that are thy chambermaids, oh God. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, owe you the dawns of breath. Seal with a righteous kiss a dateless bargain to engrossing death. my love. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
All right, and then let's preview Hamlet and make sure that suits our needs as well.
To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them, to die, to sleep no more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished. To die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time, the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of disprized love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes? When he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin. Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, the undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveler returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with a pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action.
All right. Once you have previewed your videos, you can go ahead and create some questions regarding the videos to initiate some discussion with your class regarding the videos that you've watched. And I've created some discussion questions here. The first one is, how are Romeo and Hamlet similar in their thoughts prior to tragedy? And what are some ways in which Romeo and Hamlet are different? Hint, consider the full stories and the affairs within each. For example, Romeo's relationship with Juliet and Hamlet's with Ophelia. Once you are done, you can save the changes. and then these are ready to bring to your class live discussion. Thank you for watching.